It's like November 3rd, I guess. Right? Hold on. Here, it's like November 3rd. It's perfect. That's what it's good being from Boston. Like, don't I look like Mommy Dearest? Tina, I'm an adult. I'm bigger than you and stronger than you. I will always win. And it's 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. I don't do night raids. It's one thing I never did. I never did night raids. My mom never did night raids too. She was crazy as hell. Never did night raids. Oh shit, man. It's like, so what is it, man? The pool's nice. Nobody swims down here. I was up in Boston with, I'd be swimming in, I swim all through the year. I swim December, January, February. Go in the ocean up in Boston 3 times a week at least. At least it'd be more like 4, between 3 and 4. I mean, once every 2 days. I guess that's 3. Maybe every 3 times a week for the really ice, and then I go every day. And we'd have October. The Russian girls would come and swim in the ocean still. Some places, right? Or the one, maybe that was some shit though. They do some weird shit, man. Fucking in the tanning salon too. Our mayor, I call him, our sheriff. He comes from beach royalty. Sheriff Mercino. His dad owned a tanning salon down south, down in one of those places like at the beach, down at Fort Myers Beach, or those other places. And so the mayor ran it. I mean, the mayor, the sheriff, is kind of like a mayor. All right, okay. So I got a good video. This would be my dysfunctional CIA family. What was it, part 8, 9, or something, or whatever. It's kind of cold. That's why I wear this. I used to have it so I could go in. I could rescue anyone, man. Like, I don't know the stuff, but I wouldn't. I could handle it, all the waves, all the shit. And I have this. I wear like these are for. I probably should have to do something else, but these are for kids. Like, so they go on my eyeballs. So if I really got hit, it would fuck me up. So it's kind of a compromise. I really shouldn't wear them in intense waves, or they gotta come off and they damage my eyeball because they don't rest on the eye socket. But then they just work really well. And that's what I get. But really, I gotta be used to the other shit. I was used to a diving mask and snorkel, the whole thing. I could be drowning. I think I got to a point where if I actually was drowning, I would like go down like doing this, you know, because the human, we have controlled breathing because we're water apes. So I'd be like that. Because I'd be like 2 hours a day in the water some of the time. I'd be doing all the waves. I know all the wave shit. A lot of the wave stuff. Actually, not all of it. Some of it gets bad down here. I'll tell you right out. And you gotta figure out what you gotta do. You gotta recover. When it gets that steep thing and you gotta wait. Probably wait for low tide or something. Damn, man. You'll be dead, man. Not on this, I haven't been out to the beach. I just like, okay. So, you guys got infiltrated. I was gonna say you got fucking infiltrated, but I wanna make that like the thing. That it gotta be, you got infiltrated. Like, you know, Glengarry Glen Ross, they say, Williamson, you shithead. You know, like the emphasis on Williamson, not the cuss word. You guys got infiltrated. Okay, Southern Illinois, that's like that fucking MI6 rotten CIA shit. Like, fucking, what is that town? Like, it's got Glendale Lake and Concordia, fucking the town up against the, Kentucky border. And, Lusk Creek, you know, Dad always be talking about Lusk Creek. God, we used to go to all those places when we first, early on. Then we started going to Missouri a lot. And he kind of petered out with it. Actually, with the Doors, we still did. He had the actual FBI come after him in, Missouri. He told him about it. It's probably a true story. Like, when I came to meet him to sign a paper, we were camping, so I came all the way out to Missouri, way out in the Ozarks. It's like, it's either, probably, maybe 11 Point River, or maybe it was up there. No, maybe we're going to go, because there's 11 Point River, that's the intense one, and then the Current River, a little bit less. Then there's the place with the trout place, and they stock it. We might have been out there. I think we were further out. And they needed his reference for some professor guy was going to get a security clearance. So it's funny because they used to be all over my parents. That's one of the only things he ever fucking told me. So they're all proud of themselves, how they didn't even wait till he's off vacation. They come all the way out there and have him sign it. You know, say, yeah, the guy's good and shit. There's some weird shit he doesn't fucking tell, but he lies. Like, he fucking has some shit up his sleeve that whole fucking time. Okay, so Southern Illinois, you got Lusk Creek and that. Yeah, it's like Glendale then going, go something, horseback, English horseback riding. Still got the barn there and stuff, but it's probably not the same. They don't do lessons. They all folded up, but the thing is, I'm telling you what was going on. I'm not gonna give all the examples why I know, I'm just gonna say it. Because, I don't wanna, like, fucking talk about people. Maybe someday, like, but you guys should know. It'll just give you, like, kind of a view, and you ought to be able to, like, put it together in a general way or your own things. But, what it's gotta be. Okay. You know, you think about, okay, all that Pope County, you know, you see how it is on the map. You look, it looks like all the roads, and like, where's it going? Wait, it just goes to a ferry. When we first got down, you'd have a ferry going across the Ohio River. I think we did do some of that stuff. Oh yeah, my dad, when he first came, like Lusk Creek, that's one of those intense things. But you go, he'd actually go over to Missouri and be like the guy in Deliverance. I think that's before the movie came out. He'd be like, I want you boys, drive this truck to Aintree. Take his truck, and he'd be like that. It'd be just like Jack Nicholson. It would be. I think that was before the damn movie, too. We'll see. I'll look that up. I think it was, man. A little bit. God, same shit, college professor thing, too. Because those motherfuckers climb Mount Everest and all that, college guys. And they could slip up, you know. They go out in the woods, they get all arrogant. But after a while, they get some experience in there. They can survive better than the hillbillies for certain things. And hillbillies can just live and stay, but these guys could do some shit. Okay, so and they're all depressed. Damn, man. So you get that county, and it's all up in there. That guy, there's more examples than there's another guy I knew that was like, we drove out there once. Jesus later on. Okay, that's all trafficking. Okay, it's all like guiding young people, just like you guide people into college, or you guide them through their bullshit life. They just work. It's like they run the damn phone book. Okay, and so it's all the sex trafficking and fuckery. It's just fuckery, you know. And you get like nerds like banged down and shit, and different shit. And you kept me on track. Like I was on one track to be good. It was my mom in 9th grade, got switched immediately, and lived with my dad in the 10th grade. And you could tell he went to slam mode. It's also a different school building too, so. But yeah, they did. And some fake shit too. And I figured out at our school, Carbondale Community High School, that library was some stuff. They had stuff going on up there with a few classes, because this one, yeah. Okay, but that Pope County, and it'll be all over everywhere, but that's an excuse. You guys, they drive from Missouri to go to Pope County. Like, way across from Kentucky to go there, from Illinois to go there. And you can't get there from Kentucky. You have to go way up around. You can go down to the boat dock and get a nice boat and go over to Kentucky, and then it's wilderness. And you get all the river boats or whatever, like hotel like type shit coming up from New Orleans probably. It could be there. But it's not even about that or about the rich guys. It's about people. It's their fucking aim in life. Because I'm saying, I know it now. It's you guys got infiltrated. All the girls, all of them, all the sweet poly pure pants, only, oh shit, oh yeah, because I got two things I know from. I put it together. It's like they work them, and you wouldn't know. Like these guys, all the military officers, they marry them off to these, and they got like this little thing in their background, like a little thing, and they know they're weird shit. And at the grocery store, there's a little angle, and that's how they work it. When I was out in West Roxbury, when I first went there, it was like, oh shit, it's like Mrs. Robinson. Like everyone's, and it's probably kind of fake. It's probably kind of like making it look like that, but it's probably from being that way before, right? But it's like, looks like, God, it was so friendly. It was just the sweetest place. It's like, cuckoo, Mrs. Robinson, like pushing the stroller or just going to the grocery store. Housewives, like all the police housewives. But I think they're kind of like playing it. It's like a thing after, it's the morning after, like fucking, it's all wrapped up. And that shit was over. Okay, but back to Illinois. They're working it. They'll run these girls, and they get the thing in their Bible study, and they get their little like weird, whatever they do in the background, and they'll run them in pairs, I think. At least I saw this one thing. And they work a certain thing. And they'll marry them off. Like I'm trying to think, I can't really just say what example and how I extrapolate. I'm just saying as like asserting it, and it should fucking fit together. But you could just fucking take a look at the divorces or incidents or whatever, and that's because the Citadel officer, and then his girlfriend. Man, he came home from the Citadel. It was his freshman year. That's like, and I think they had done the thing where they threw the burning cross into the black guy's room. And he said it was just smoldering, and I think it had just already happened, or maybe it hadn't happened yet. Because he talked about later. He said it's just smoldering. That's like, so you'll know I'm fucking right because it'll be in the report. Like someone will say it wasn't burning, the smoldering. They're fucking around. Already gone out. Or that's their talking point. But he was at home, and he had this big old corsage, like this big old flower thing, like he's at the officer's ball that he bought for the girl, like, and they're gonna just go, I don't know, drive around. It wasn't like there wasn't a thing going on. And he's doing that anyway, and it was weird. And he's being all formal. He's all weird and formal. They fuck around with him and shit. They'll fuck around with just normal guys and get them all wrapped up too. Like I get people to talk about. But he's like that. And then she's like, no. She's really good looking too. And girl she was. And she looked at us like, and I'm sitting there, like I got my bong, like smoking pot. I guess I was 21 or something like that. Or some shit, maybe older. No, it's older than that. She was like 22. And she's all disappointed. I think, is that old man? Something. And then she's all upset. She looked at, there was this thing, oh, disappointed. I think, okay, we got away. But it's also just, it's not just, there's game. There's something going on. She's like a professional. There's something. You know what I mean? It wasn't just, oh, I'm going to waste, or I could be something, a partner kind of thing. And she's coming on to me in the fucking, up near the refrigerator too. I was like, fucking, now I know why I was like that, man. Because I'm not like that when I'm not in fucking Carbondale and all that shit. I swear to fucking God, man. It just switches off. Like when I was younger, and then when I go older, it switches the fuck off. It's weird. But damn, man. And like he's out there, got her this fucking thing, and then she's doing that at the refrigerator. And we're in the thing, so. And yeah, and so, and then the way they're two together, I think it's like they go out like Mormons or something. I just get this impression of some fucking weird thing. I swear to God, they're going all up through all those counties, and even in Missouri, Kentucky, whatever, get all the really good looking girls, get, fucking work them, and then groom them, get them up like through that Bible college thing, and they get this little thing, and they'll set them up with these officers and infiltrate the living shit out of the place. And you would never know. You look at the guys, all the guys' background, and it's good, right? You look at the girl, and it's all good. And it is. It's just farm and stuff, but you don't know the little like kink, the little thing, right? And if you're gonna do it at all, you have to read the real literature, the origin of family, private property, and state. Because Marx had put all his notes in it, but he died, and then Engels wrote it for the notes. But their chapter on the it's like something like chapter 3, part 4, or chapter 2, part 3, or something like that. It's like this long ass thing, like a fucking hour on the audio, but it's like a part of one of the chapters on the Bering family, the pairing versus the modern, the fucking civilized family all stuff. And maybe it's the other part, but these girls, they run off and do their shit. And in the native societies, what they do, they're promiscuous and then stop and settle, because so you have to study it and what the actual natural thing is. But they know their shit, and they read all that shit. They know the shit, because see, the thing is, a girl, in the matriarchal societies, the natural primitive society, once you start having kids or whatever, you stay at your tribe, and the guys don't. They go off and they run around hither and thither, and if they're gonna pair up with a girl, they might be off at some other tribe, but they, they're always like with their, but the girls might totally leave their tribe, leave their family, abandon it, and it's like I guess it's always a tragedy and a trauma, and go to a whole other tribe and a whole other matriarchy. And so there's a tendency, even though kind of a horror show, really. Damn. So yeah, I think they were doing that because they did that. That was just too weird, man. That's not some normal thing. And they were on the job, man. Those two, they were, fuck God, man, it was, man. And he's getting played. He's all formal too. He's all hyper formal. He's been to so much Bible, and he hears the music, and you get titillated. I guess, I know all that shit. You go to your religion thing. Only the Hindus can do it, right? Everything else is fucking, or whatever. I actually got to see the Sufis. But yeah, so they're infiltrating. They're trying to. My brother they're trying to get him into something, and that's why he's with that kid the whole fucking time. Like he's supposed to go join some shit, and he would have been fucking good. My brother did all this skateboarding and shit. He's like Superman. He's like fucking giant, fucking big bone, like fucking taller than me, even like in big bone. Like he's like he would have gotten into the fucking whatever the fuck it was, Airborne Ranger thing or whatever. The thing. And that would have been fucking. So they fucking do that. I know they fucking do that. And so that out toward that area too, that Pope County. God, there's he's another kid that went to our school, the new school. They put him there for about 6 months, and he had been drugged. He was always drugged. I'm not gonna say his name. It's like, he's got a one-syllable name. It's like so cool if you hear the name too, because it's like, but it's like he's a little bit like that guy in the Dracula movie, except he's not upset. He's like, like that. And then I saw him once when he was older, and he's like totally normal. He's got a good mind. He's normal, but he's all drugged and weird. And they did that since he was a kid, and then I hear from someone that like his parents did the thing in front of him, like that's a formal thing. Like I heard that from someone. And that's too weird. Like, just to hear that, there's some setup thing that goes way back, and then him getting all drugged. And I fucking know it's a thing. And then, so, my friend went out there. Or like, I got set up with that guy, too. And it's like he had Fiorinol. That's a prescription. Like, amongst everything, he had shoe boxes full of all the shit. Because he's way out in the farm, like a farmer guy. you know, with his parents. And he's got Fiora and all. That's what Gary Gilmore took, you know, in the Executioner song. That was what, like, that's what made him go psycho. Like a little, like, fucking. He just, and he's all responsible. He goes, I'm a doctor, never again, can I ever come here again? All this fucking shit, man. Can you fucking believe it? And somehow, I don't know, it's even getting exposed. But, the kid they had set me up with, God, man, his mom was a nurse. And his dad had been a doctor and died from lung cancer. And he had been friends with this guy, the drug, this crazy kid. Yeah, that kid. And he'd always say, that was his only friend he had through his childhood. And so he got put together with him somehow. And he thought it was normal, and he's upset later when it wasn't, when the kid's all the way schizo or something. And he didn't know it, no one told him. And he's upset about it. And he was on shoeboxes of pills, and he looked like a rubber band, like he walks. He's really cool too, he's like really into the Doors. And all the music, all the Steppenwolf, all the Doors, all the stuff. All that really good music. And I met him, I was at the record store, used records up near the Strip. And just up there, and then he just started talking to me. And that had to be a setup, there had to be some shit. There's some weird shit. Yeah. And they got some fake shit. That's run by the police too. And then the kid, okay, so back when, you know, that was way later. That was when I was an adult, actually. I was like 21 when I met him or something. You know, just for a little spell. And re-saw my, you know, the weird kid from when I was a kid. And they set me up with a kid in the 8th grade. Had him sitting in front of me, you know, and he's that. Parents from his dad, they run the feed store. They had big old, they were the thing too. They had a big old stack of the fertilizer right in their store. All through, that's the 80s, like that's it, you know, just there, okay, buy that, yeah. That thing, it was the thing, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, and then be tracked and be fucked and looked, right? It was just there, it's like right in front of like big old pile of it, you know, big old like stacked bag after 50-pound bag. And they go way back. They're up near the railroad tracks. So I went and shoveled coal, he shoveled coal, my friend. We, in the 8th grade, went over to the feed store because he has to shovel coal. He literally had to shovel coal after school at 8th grade. So he's a fucking good kid in some ways. Had to go shovel coal. And we went over to his house, which is right near the school, that Lincoln Junior High School. It's where the Carbondale Police Department is now. They tore that building down and put a police department there. So, and he lives in a shack up there, like a very small house. And there's some baby, his little baby brother or whatever it was, or sister in the crib, and he picked her up, and he is really nice with her. Like, usually don't see any affection, like not with white people and stuff, like, but it was all like that. So he comes from this whole fucking thing. But they'd run him and work him. And then later, years later, I saw him. God, man, I saw him, because he was there to work me and shit, fuck around. And he said he hung around with older kids at the end, and I wouldn't go hang out with him. And they were like taking speed, he said, and driving fast, and he'd say that. And it might be a lie, but that's the thing, so that goes to that shit. It's all hooked in with the fucking police, all the fucking MI6, all the shit. And, so I saw him years later, when I was like 18, 16 or something, and then he was walking, he might even be on purpose, he's walking into that Walmart that used to be out there. It used to be, or was that Kmart? Shit. No, that's a Kmart out there, wasn't it? Jesus, was it? Wait, no, it was Walmart. But the thing is, Walmart used to be the shit, and Kmart was better. Like Walmart. And then they switched it. And so, yeah, that was back when it, and there was like a video games, like they put a quarter in, like there. You know, you come in the front store, and then you could play that and go in. And so I was like doing the video games, so I was around there, and he walked in, and he was with this really pretty woman, like 20 years old or something. She said, and we looked at each other, she said, "Come on, Spires." Oh, yeah, that's the last name, Spires. Come on, Spires. Shit, so that was a fucking setup, man. There's no way. Like, she's called, like, I'm your probation is. Okay. Man, if that's my probation officer, I come to the door, dick in hand. That's from Boston. That's one of the things. Probation, guys, it says. That's probably some cop that said it too, some undercover. I think it was. I come up to I answer the door. Okay. So that was a setup, right? So I guess not bad to say. Because there's no fucking way. Maybe. Yeah, that's what that is, man. Just make sure. So we're running that shit. And then, and so my little girlfriend that I had at my new school when I was in 6th grade, and I dumped her. I dumped her like a spaz, like I was just retarded. I said, if you hang up, I'm going to quit you. And then she hung up. I should have never done that. I was copying my parents' divorce a little bit, like a dumbass. That was always really bad. I get nightmares about that. Not just because what I lost, but like because I don't. It's horrible if I, upset her or like fucked her up or whatever. She's part Native American too. She was cool. She was really cool. God, that was fucked up, man. Yeah, I do feel really bad. Like not, like guilt, like for what? But I saw her like, God, that must have been the 9th grade. We'd have to hang around the buses. Disappeared. So she was supposedly going to that school. I never really saw her much around that school. But she's like running around the buses one day and kissing this boy. And she's going, and she says, hi, Ken. Waits me. She was making a big scene out of it. And that's like some setup thing. I don't think it was just her. There was some setup shit with that. Even fucking that. Can you fucking believe it? Even that. These motherfuckers are all over the motherfucker. I swear to fucking God, man. And so everyone is infiltrated. You can look at them. The guy won't fucking know. Every lie detector, every fucking whatever. It's just a girl in her background. It's like, the woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep miles to go before I sleep. They get her in her Bible college or whatever. And then fucking they know this girl. They work her, see her at the grocery store. Or just work the shit, man. They got a fucking angle in, man. Your whole fucking shit is infiltrated and riddled. It's fucking nasty, man. Like, and then plus they're just the scumbags, the one that killed President Kennedy. And no, we're in that thing. And then one innocent will just get worked. Vietnam, where everyone has to be a piece of garbage. Lied, whatever, or have just divides, your job is being an asshole. So you don't get to come in from the cold. You don't get to go, get counsel from like a whole section of the populace, because you got your conservative fucking bullshit, fake ass conservative view or whatever, or supposedly, at least that's what it appears. And it's probably just more like class, and it would stay that way anyway. You go to the truck stop or not, or whatever. That's what that is. They infiltrated all that motherfucker. The roadway company, that was British. I bet you anything that was British. That came in, how that just came in all of a sudden, what was it, 73 or something, before coming all around everywhere. You go look at it. Look how, we did pretty well. I don't know, the oil embargo, but we managed. Like, they knew that it was coming, man. I'm telling you, that was probably the thing, and it kind of shifts. I just get the feeling. Well, from stuff. Man. Yeah. So if you want to look, like, you think of the Alex Jones shit, or the fucking, what is it, who's the guy that, it's all in Florida too, everyone comes to fucking here. The guy that, like, my molester guy, he was only 14 though, but then he went and did other shit later. But he came here, he's on the registry, and he did like 2 sessions or something. Then he drops out of sight, and he's gone. And then later it says he dies, but it's like kind of a variation on his name, and they fuck around. And they probably did a name change. They do name changes down here, I think, all these years too. So he probably didn't die. Or maybe they did. They might have got rid of him, actually. Because he used to run all the football tickets, like I said, for the Salukis. For years. For years he ran that. Until they closed it down. And, man, they had all the shit. That's why there's shit with me. Because I don't fit into the thing. I got my fuck, man. I'm trying to think if I remember some other shit. Yeah, that Pope County. That is the stuff, though. Like, that'll be their thing. That's their, like, base. It's like, I bet you the fuck anything, man. It is kind of cool, a riverboat or something. Damn, I'm trying to remember. Thought of some more stuff. That means, all this shit is just riddled. I guess sometimes. I guess some of the shit's good though. You just shut up, don't talk about it at home. But the other shit's probably a little loose. Some shit you can't do with spouses or whatever, or any issues. So that means the FBI guy, he was getting fucked with. That is so weird, man. I remember when his kid came to school. My friend, he came to our school. You know, they parked the car out there in the big old gravel driveway thing. It's a great big old. We're all looking out our school building. We live in our school with our teacher and what was it, 8 kids or 12 kids? I'll have to count. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Maybe it's 12 or something. I don't know. But then, and it's like. We have 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Now he's going to go into the 5th grade. Something like that. Or something, maybe for 4th, maybe, because he might have been 2 grades below me, so it might have been in the 6th grade. I'm guessing it's way early like that. Or maybe it was that next year, so I'd be in the 7th. But he's like, his mom and his guidance counselor, his like psychologist, like they come out of the car. And they have to drag him out. Psychologist is like grabbing him. He's like kicking and screaming like a banshee. And they haul him out of the car and shut the door. Because he doesn't want to go to any more schools. Because he goes to regular ones, he just doesn't take any shit. And they have to beat him and he beats them. Like they just like, and so he, and then he comes there. It's like, no one fucks with him. We all think he's cool actually. And he's like just totally, it was there. He's like, he loves the school. It was great. He was fucking cool, man. They had come up from Texas. Man. I don't think there's any way the fucking other people, the Heralds, they came from Texas, like when it says in some of those obituary things. Like they came up in the early 60s. I don't know. I think they got a whole, I think it's gaping because when we got to Carbondale, we were there, and then a little bit after, I think we're there for just a little bit. And then the Heralds come in. They come in, and they have a new house they bought. It's like an old house, and they're fixing it up. And it was actually really cool. Must be really cool. I'd appreciate it as an adult, a lot more. And it just seemed like they just, all my memories. If someone had to ask me what, I would say they came from Texas and just something I knew, because it's like in the air. It's like my understanding, like. It is, man. They're lying, man. That's all fake on the internet. They didn't just come up from fucking. They weren't like in Carbondale. I don't know. You could look. Gosh, Jesus Christ. And they like fucking slip around with it. I think it's a lost in the 1960s or something. No, they come in like the 1970s, 71, 2. Like. Get the house, and they're from Texas, and because like they don't have their other friends, like the girls. They know a couple people from the neighborhood. And there's a certain kind of established thing. I just get the feeling, God knows, looking at Bob Harold, doesn't he look kind of like Czechoslovakia? I was looking at this one dude, and he kind of did look like that. It's interesting, with eyebrows and all that. Or my memory, that's from my memory. is like that, like some exotic thing like that. And then you see in the picture, and that's so cool with him smiling like that. Like that is the coolest. I didn't see him smile much like that, but that's cool. I'm sure he did smile like that sometimes. Because he seemed kind of serious, but that would be funny, man. Was he professor? Wait, was it English, right? Not history. Yeah, English. I always thought of him as Abraham Lincoln, like, because it's Illinois. And I always thought of him as being, he studies and he has all his books. I don't know if he had a pipe. It seems like he'd have a pipe. I don't think he did. Right? Some guys had pipes sometimes. So he just seemed like that. And he's like kind of a extreme looking, like Abraham Lincoln, really cool looking guy. And I don't know, but and it's like you look where they all came from. Oh, some super poor family, some no history. So there's some stuff, man. So that's interesting. We all get like it is kind of a waste. Yes, that is the bullshit. MI6, all that shit decided to fucking flush us down. At a certain track to make use of it. Even their own fucking guys, man. Let me see. Yeah, because the one guy went to Citadel. The other guy that went into the Navy. They wouldn't be like he knows. They'll get it so they don't know. And then they're working them. They get their way in. And Christ, yeah, and then the other. Yeah. Not much. Tell you. Maybe I should think and then I could cut that part out. I'll put, actually maybe, if I have to make a long ass pause, maybe I could move the bowl and that'll mark it. And then go through. Okay, so I move the bowl. I'm going to sit and try to have a long ass pause and figure out something to say. Maybe I'll cut that out, or maybe, like, I should point it at the banana trees too. I'm going to get some that's a banana relative, the traveler's plant. Traveler's palm, the one with flat. I'm going to get that. Put that in a pot. Grow it. But damn, man. Shit, and they're doing so much fake stuff down here. And YouTube's so fake. It's all like fucking lying. Lying like a motherfucker. That guy. Shit, what else was it? Trying to connect this shit. Trying to think. We go around to antiques when we first moved down there. Probably some good stuff. We want to go hither and thither. If you want to go look at antiques or something. And I told you all about the big party we had. They had hot beer too. They took beer, special beer thing. You put it in and put it on the heating pad. It actually get really good. A little taste of it, but not just a little thing. A mouth. That was 5. Yeah, so I came in at 5. Then they sent the one dude. Oh yeah, Lee Trueblood. Daniel Lee Trueblood. Okay, so supposedly he's passed away. Daniel Lee Trueblood. Sent him to the house. He's only 14. He's going to Lincoln Junior High where all the fucking freak molester fuckers have been working. He's a paper boy. It all works for him in newspapers. All those guys, all that shit's rotten. All and that means all the newspaper, all the radio. There, I'm telling you. Oh, if you dig, you'll find me on I was on public TV that gotta dig it televised. It's on tape too because I saw it again once. I'm on some little romper room thing they made. So I'm there, Man, I gotta dig up. We gotta dig up. Now I'm thinking, okay, go way back to Iowa City. Like, it'll be in the Wayback Machine or something, but you look for Iowa City, the Montessori school, and then they came and did IQ tests, and one kid had the super high score. That's gotta be me, because like they were like fucking dragging me out and doing stuff with me. Or at least they're acting like that. It could even be, okay, it's like whatever, like, but they're gonna act like that, right? Tell my mom or fuck around with it, and it's gotta be a secret. Because my mom said like I had a big IQ, but it's gotta be secret. I'm not supposed to be told. And like, they could be working it. I could be like whatever, like that, right? Oh my god, and they'll like exaggerate it or do a thing, and it might even be just that, but it's gotta be me. Fuck yeah. Damn, man. Yeah, let me see that Montessori school. Yeah. Okay. So we had the two twin girls that were kind of boring because they never get to leave their yard. I was only 5.5 though. And then, so if you go out in my backyard, look at the house behind, and look to the left, that one. That was their house in Iowa City. And then they were at my preschool, Montessori school. And one time they did a tantrum, or when it started, and they both had to be brought to the office, and they're yelling, kicking as they're being carried. And so I decided I needed to try that. I tried that once, and they put me in the office. And there was the blinds, the Venetian blinds or whatever, and had a string, and I tied a knot in the string. And I felt guilty. It's always like been guilty. Oh man, okay, so I was with two other ladies. Okay, one time I had like a big wooden stirring spoon from the, like those you could throw that at someone and it wouldn't hurt, I think. And it's my memory, like a big old wooden stirring spoon was out in the backyard, and some kid was running away from our yard down this little hill to go to the other yards, and I threw the big old wooden spoon, and it flailed through the air and hit in the back. And that might even be kind of weird mixed memories and shit. Like, it was so weird, and that he'd cry, but it's like he cried just because for the hell of it, because that's what, it's like the insult, not the injury kind of thing. And he's like little, he's like 2. And then so the mom came up to my house, and there was no one there. That's one of my cool fucking memories. It is cool. Like, and then she was, oh man, so I started crying, and then she picked me up and like started carrying me around and going, oh, and that was like this fucking total like enlightening thing in my psychic horizons, and like that was weird, man. That was some weird stuff. That gave me some weird stuff. Yeah. And then I was me and the boy next door, that used to be my best friend. Yeah. We were gonna be best friends for life, but then I moved. Damn. And like, okay. Oh, what's the other one? Also, so there's that all the parents were having a party. There was something, it could even have been, maybe not a birthday party. It could have been because, or it's gonna be I don't think it was. Some party, maybe. My brother and me are born near the same day. Kind of close, like within a week and a half. So it could be something to do with that, but it was the adults. We were all in the basement. And then we were throwing Play-Doh, and some lady said, I have Play-Doh in my coffee. So that was kind of cool. And we were too antsy, so I got brought upstairs by this one lady, and she went into my bedroom, and she put me to bed or something, or I was there. She talked. That always stuck with me too. Like, she talked. I remember that. God. Yeah, Iowa City. I was there at some of those protests. I was there at the beginning of a protest and left. They're thinking about, they're protesting against napalm. And it was going to get crazy. Or they're bitching about it in Iowa City. So I got to see the beginning when they're kind of organizing. It was still daylight and all that. Damn, man. Shit. So he came to Carbondale. Okay, so that, like, just weird. The friends are weird. There's just weird shit. Like, they know more shit. There's something. Yeah. Coming up and around. Yeah. It's so weird. They say there was like, they're involved with the Heralds were involved with Unitarian Church. And that's weird. I never saw them there. I was going for a while. We were going every Sunday. The one day I didn't go. And then they got the divorce. We used to always go because my dad's my grandfather is a Unitarian minister. My uncle's the minister. He's the last Universalist, Universal Salvation. He was last to graduate before it merged to be Unitarian Universalist. And then he was like the head thing up on Beacon Hill, up at the Unitarian. He was like the head of the whole Unitarian Church, or their grand chairman or whatever for years. There's some stuff going on here. And that's all the stuff. That's all Harvard Divinity and all it works. When you see Occupy Boston and how they ran around the street, you'll know that is like, there's the thing. That ain't no joke, man. They're hooked in the shit. They're hooked in with police, like in a certain way, in a certain thing. It goes around. They got this like lawyers, prosecutors, fucking thing, and it goes around. Now I fucking know this shit. But then layers of that shit too. But it's not like they act like it is. It's not what they're pretending. They're all fake. They got their fucking property and shit. But like, fuck, man. You know, all these fuckers. Fuck. Man, I'll point it back at the fucking bowl and then I'll have to cut this part out or something. Yeah, fucking lying, man. I'm trying to think. That's why it's so fucking weird. That's why I got this void. Like I have no society. Like, it's not normal. It's like I don't run into things, and I have somewhat of an aversion because of the bullshit. But they're like it's all fucking locked up. It's all this big old fucking thing down there. Damn, man. Now I know our alternative school hooks in with the public school. Fucking one principal they brought in gets to go and be a fucking tenured teacher at that fucking junior high afterwards. That's fucking insane. All these fuckers, and they wouldn't send their kid there. But damn, man. Yeah, they set me up. They set me up with that kid, Spires. They set me up with him in the 8th grade. To go to. Oh yeah, they did. Because he he went like off. Yeah, they're setting some shit up. I made sure that didn't happen though. I was like Mr. like fucking not doing anything. Oh my god, I would just be like, that's another thing they'd hate me. There's something, I used to think it was something like, I went to someone's house once with a bunch of kids, and the mom just hated me. She already knew shit about my feeling my mom, but there's something like, I wasn't corruptible. I was like, I would just say whatever is going on in a certain way. And I got a sense that she knew that, and that's the thing that bothered her. Like how, like, if kids are delinquent, I would say it, oh, it's good to go, climb over a fence or, something. I'd bring it, forth, and then be like, oh, I should, and the parent says not to, so I don't. And so I don't just have that divide, because I like to talk about stuff. And I had the sense, I've always had the sense that she had this reject of me for that. I'm not sure exactly why. I had a little bit of interaction, and I had a sense of that. And so I always thought it was like, it's an inappropriate part of my personality. It is an odd thing, and kids would bitch about it, or certain ones. But I think I was right. I think it was that, and I think because they can't fucking work me, they can't do a certain thing, because they want to get you on the wrong side. Oh, this is why I was going to do this video. There was a fucking thing, and that was up kind of near. Yeah, that wouldn't be the same one. That was kind of up near Winkler School too, up in those suburb, fucking houses that go way up behind there, off that the third grade playground. You go back. I think but originally I was on the playground at Winkler. God, what was it? That was me. Early, like the second grade or third grade. But it was like not during school, because I used to live a few blocks from there. So I was playing there, and this kid met me. Like I ran into this kid on the playground. He was a Jewish kid. He's really nice, all of a sudden real nice to me. He had to bring me to his house. So we went to a synagogue first. There's some synagogue that's up in those neighborhoods, okay? Like at Winkler School. Kind of like, and it could maybe have been across that street and then somewhere. But I think it might be on the same area. Like you have the third grade playground in the big field, and you can go into all these suburbs. But he took me up, I think we went to the synagogue first. We went and walked around, and there was really cool. I knew it had to be a synagogue, so it was like something was different about it. So I remember now, and how he was, and he was really nice. And he's really into it. Here's my synagogue, here's this, that, right? And it always stuck out with me, and I figured out what it was later. And then he took me to his house, and it's all nice. I might have met his mom, I'm not sure. I think I did, just like she's in the background. And I never ran into him again and didn't connect, and he would have been my best friend or something like that. Somehow then it just stopped. It was just too weird. He's like all gung-ho, and it's like it's got to be a thing, like he's doing, like he's been told to do. It's something, and they're checking something out. There's something, and it was weird. It's always stuck with me. And maybe they got told they gotta stop it, cool it, or whatever the fuck it was. I swear to fucking God, it was that. And it was fucking, I don't know, to get me going. It was a fucking set up thing. Like, not necessarily in a bad way, something good. Maybe even there's different sides or something. I swear to fucking God, because he took me to his neighborhood synagogue first. And the churches and everything used to be unlocked in those days. You just go in the church. That's one of the things we did when we were a kid. If you're out up near Winkler School, you just go to the church. There was this regular church, and you could just go in there. Like when you're bored. Like it's just like it's a boring summer day, so you just go in the church, walk all around. And yeah, like that, because it was like unethical to lock the damn thing. You can't lock it. It's funny because like when you go to the Hare Krishna temple, finally, it's like they always lock everything. Everything's locked, everything's bolted, but you're supposed to be there just to jump up and answer the door. Like anyone knocks, you're supposed to be there. Or that's the idea of it. But it's all like controlled, and it's like a personal thing. And I used to just all the time answer the door. That used to be one of my things. I used to just pop up so fucking quick. Whenever I was there, I could get to that fucking door. So you go ring the bell, and it's like boom, and I'd be there. and do my freaky thing, my love bombing, or whatever the fuck it is, you know? Like always. Yeah, because that's cool. Because they always answer the door, always nice, and always answer the door. It's all locked up. It's this bolted ass fucking giant wooden fucking riot proof door. Like all bolted up. Or it would be riot proof if you did some more stuff with it. Damn, man. It's like Ebenezer Scrooge lived there. Yeah. Shit's in Back Bay, you know. Still there too. Yeah, so that kid took me all around. Took me there. And that was weird, man. And I don't run into him again, so I don't know. And I realized that's some kind of thing, man. And they're trying me out and doing a thing. Isn't that weird? And we're all with the Unitarian Church. See, my mom had these Jewish books. And she had a menorah, too. And she would like that. And then she had her Jewish books, because she didn't know anything about anything. And she had these Jewish books they sit on some shelf. She said she studied that in college. She had a course or something. So that's always an issue. And then I realized, like one day, I was like, way later, I was older, I was standing there staring at the bookshelf, like this giant bookshelf, all the stuff in the fireplace and up there. And then I realized what it was. Because she had been adopted and all that. But yeah. Damn, man. Yeah, there's some weird stuff. Yeah, so all the Unitarian Church, and God, the other ones that went to our school, she was a nice girl. Like, if I had to do it over again, I'd be really nice to certain kids, too. Be a lot nicer. You know, you're boring me, and you're nerdy, you're making life boring, but, you know, there's just some good people. And she had to be good. She had a Greek name, too, and I think the family was sort of Greek, or had a Greek thing. And she had a brother that was adopted, and he's like African-American, and had been adopted. And then their dad had died, they said, in a plane crash. So it was just her and the mom. So I was a family with their dad. And so it was kind of weird CIA family thingy. And then she went to the Unitarian Church, of course. They would go there. God, and everything just fucking fell apart. The Unitarian Church, all the shit, all the fellowship, all the fucking thing. Now I know it's all on purpose. They'll come up there and fucking work it. They fucking mess it all up, fuck it up, and God knows what, man. But we had some shit. It's like, fuck, man. It's like, listen to fake ass traffic, fake gangsters. Cape Coral, right? I tore it up at the store, didn't I? That was pretty cool. I have my issues. I get issues, man. Man, they fucking listen. They bug our house and shit. Or maybe it's just the phones are doing shit. And they gotta do it anyway. Like, whoever, like, because if you talk, like, the other shit gets it. Whoever what it is, and I can't even tell what they're doing. Trying to bug me. I think they're trying to toughen me up too. Do a certain thing. The stuff, it actually worked out. I was like, I was upset when I went to the store, but shit worked. Shit actually, things are good, or they're working on it. They're working on their issues. They got issues, or something. And maybe people are not always right about everything. Maybe not right about everything. You know, we'll get it figured out though. I told that guy. So that's good. So damn, I haven't even watched that video of that polling station. I haven't looked at everyone. Because that's some high level fucking people too. So I didn't really want to just like, and they're like gonna be, that's some fucking shit, man. That's not the fucking rinky dink. So I didn't want to like just look at them right now. I didn't want to look at it. Yeah, man. Yeah, I gotta grind their car. Yeah, so you can see us from everywhere. Like my pool, I went swimming. Oh yeah, you saw me swimming, didn't you? I went swimming, man. I should go swimming again, man. Fuck it, I guess I said some shit. What else? Yeah, that's, well, I guess, you just gotta, like, fucking all the colleges, just everything got fucking rolled. Everything, because you could look at it and be like, oh, how could it be worth it? But it's all the finances, it's all investment houses compiling stuff to invest into fuck around. And once you see that, it's like, oh God, yeah. And the British bankers and all this shit, and they could work shit. And the secret banking isn't just for, like, oh my God, you did the really bad stuff, the drug stuff or whatever it is, but it's also the fucking secret investment, and you can't really trace it or see which side is which, right? And you get it like confused. There's buyers and sellers, and the market's going up a certain way, right? And you can like have like a lot of hand waving and whoop-de-doo, and you got sellers a certain way and buyers, but you could fake those guys, right? Like act like there's a lot of people really selling and really buying, and so that could all get faked out, right? But where the fucking price is, the purchase price at present or whenever is like not faked. But as far as everything else, like that could be whoop-de-doo, waving their hands and buying and selling and shit, and all where the fucking money might be coming from. So I think they knew the oil embargo. That's why. So fucking obvious. What else was I gonna say? Damn, man. Turn the pool light off. That's it, right? Gotta turn the pool light off. I can turn it back on. Someone putting my pool light off, man. Hold on, I'll be right back. Here we go. I guess. She asked me about the pet. The pet's over here. The pet's fine. So what about Maui? Look at Maui. What about Maui? See her? Hey, how's Maui doing? See? Maui, how you doing? Maui, how you doing? See the screens came off, so I got birdseed here, and it's like they look like small rats, but they're like a kind of mouse, but they're giant. They come in. She gets them. She guards it. They can't do shit, right? This is cool, right? And okay, so what was I saying? Look at it, yeah, see, we're in Cape Coral. We're so cool, aren't we? Man. See, I'm starting to come around, man. I'm getting better. And I can take any shit, right? I go swimming and stuff, right? There's all those plants over there, too. Damn, so, yeah. Try to think. Yeah. Yeah, they worked the shit. They worked all the shit. They were working the shit with me. It was so funny. It is so weird. And yeah, God, man, I guess like the CIA lady, like she was like Aldrich James, wasn't she? She was fucking alcoholic, and she got my mom to drink, but she's actually a genuine alcoholic, you know? And she's got their genuine burned out, bitter fucking thing in a controlled way. And like it's a power thing. Damn. And that's why it leaks. You know, there's some sloppy shit. It's some sloppy shit. And she is Eldritch James. She sold out. That was fucking MI6. That was a dirty shit. Running all that shit. I bet she was fucking anything. It had to be. And then she had to take personal attention on my mom and my family. And me, work me. Damn, man. Let's see what else to get there. That's so funny about the tularemia. She was there for that. We're like out at some fucking farm. You know, it takes me and my mom out to the farm. We're all out there at the bench, and then God, there's this farm dog that happens to come up, and I'm supposed to go walk around, play with the farm dog. The farm dog takes me right to the damn rabbit with tularemia. And I get tularemia. Damn. That had to be, that wasn't that same year though. That was like a whole year after we had the dissected rabbits. Maybe that summer. But I was still like that, you know. And it was so weird, it stuck with me because she said not to take the rabbit. She said, she advised against it, but it was good. It's like advised against it, but it's kind of okay. And it's like, and I think they knew all how it would go down, and it's just the right amount. My mom would like, oh, I feel so bad because like my mom would break from her, like fucking her holy fucking CIA, you know, fucking know-it-all, Democrat Party know-it-all advice, you know. It'd be okay. And I knew how to work that. And it just seemed, in the way she just said, it did seem like it was like inviting my mom to, I mean, it would be so my mom would do that. God, man. They probably fucking got the whole thing. I bite my fingernails and making sure, hey, does he bite his fingernails? And get this, kind of this hangnail. Because they probably make me bite my fingernails and fucking, Jesus, I used to bite my fingernails like a motherfucker in that place. And get fucked up like issues on the side thing. Like they call it a hangnail or whatever the fuck, you know, from pulling on nail. God, and then got it in there. And they fucking knew, the doctor fucking knew. They were working that shit, man. Keeping that shit going. They keep me going with it. They've had me going for a long time. I was going a long time with that. The ups and downs and the fever, and then I get better for a few days, then go back. And the school was fucking with me. Damn. And then when I'm done with the tularemia, I'm going through this thing. God, it's got to be right then. I recovered, and that's when they put me with the kid, the Spires feed store, whatever the fuck it is. Spires grocery, Spires wholesale, Spires wholesale. And like and he's got his like police record of like 26 incidents or something. He's like always bragging about. He's got the big thing, but it's for all the snitch shit. It's all like they're all orchestrated together. It's all the fucking shit, man. I swear to fucking God, man. But you know, when he was sitting right in front of me, all friendly, we're all supposed to hang out together. Damn, man. Shit. You can report everything to the police, and it's MI6, whatever the fuck it is. You just gives a report. Damn. Because when we played hooky, he said he gave a full report. He said to the police because there's supposedly something went on, so he gives a full police report. And it's all in there. They might have been fucking around and see what they could do with me. And they get a certain amount and decide to pull it on that. Because they tried to set us up with some shit. A stolen little motorcycle thing. A little a little tiny kid-sized one, but the kid down the block had it. Was that Danny or something? There's this really cool kid that had a monkey. It's on Skyline Drive, like past Freeman, you know, and the coolest fucking house. I think it was the house with the weird shingly things. It's so fucking cool. And that kid was cool. And he's like maybe a little older than me. But the Spires and this other kid, they're at our house, and we got into some of my mom's vodka just a little bit. We were like drinking. Me and Spires and the kid. And my brother and but him and Spires, like the one kid who they fuck with, he's a target kid, even though he's got all those delinquency issues. But his dad's a French professor who that knows like fucking total karate, could go through a fucking wall. So you know who that is. But he and the sister was cool too. She's like an artist. Damn, man. But him and Spires, they went out. They went down, walk around, and then come back, and it's pitch black, and he said, hey, you stole that motorcycle from the thing. And I was like, fuck, what the fuck? Because that guy's like a nice kid. Why would they fucking do that? And I didn't believe it, and I like put my hand down, and boom, it hit that fucking seat of that thing. It's like this little tiny thing. It'd be like a motor scooter thing, but it's like a motorcycle for a little kid or whatever you call it, like a toy motorcycle thing. And I was like, fuck, get that out of here. It was pitch black, so you couldn't see anything. You couldn't tell they had it. Like I had to, maybe I could see the tops of their heads or something. I slammed my hand down, it was there. I didn't believe it. Or it could be something else, and damn, and I said, get the fuck. And they took it up and up Skyline, up past Freeman to the woods, and fucking just put it there. Instead of bringing it back to the thing, it's fucked up. Like a motherfucker. So that was like Spires setting our fucking ass up. I know that now, and they're like working it. And then it probably goes right to the police. And then way later, someone said it had been in a police station. That's probably even maybe they're fucking around. Like, I saw that motorcycle there. Like, they just leave it there. And then fuckers, even down the street, the guys it's from, they might be in on it. They might be in on it, right? It's just the whole fucking thing. Because that was really cool. Those guys were just, that was a family. They were like the fucking, like the Osmonds or, you know, the, whatever, like a cool kids, you know, I don't know, what do we call it? You know, they're all singing, I have it together. The kid has a fucking monkey, and is cool as fucking hell. He's nice. He's just too good for everything, and he's just like, oh my god, you know, he gets the life, whatever. And he's like not around as much because he's just like living this fucking life and smiling and waving as you see him going by. He's got the monkey, got the little motorcycle. They probably fucking set that shit up, man. You know, okay, because he's probably with the shit. Fuck, man. It is, man. It is. It's because they're like, because in and around that, it's like some kind of shit. And you can just imagine, you know, like almost like a Buckminster Fuller house. I think the one next door sucks. Look at that. It's fucking cool houses. A couple of them. Just incredible. And probably some shit. And probably had more shit going on way before. Like I'm coming in at the time. Yeah, so maybe weird shit through the 60s. But it probably was. So yeah, they're setting us up. And then when we skipped school, I'm the one who got Jeff to skip school. Because they hadn't fucked with me as much because I was sick all the time, and they didn't get me to take off my clothes yet. They were trying to make me take a naked shower, and they fucked me. Finally did. Fucked me up, traumatized me, fucked me up. And you're doing it on purpose, and it's all the perv shit. It's all heavy duty shit. And then I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go do that anymore. So I told me and Jeff Friars, like, oh, he had stayed at my house, right? So my mom drops us all off. We're supposed to go to school. I said, hey, let's not go to school. And he didn't really want to at first. And he said, okay. And it was interesting, too, that he'd do that. That's a tell, too, okay? That's a tell, okay? Because Jeff Spires is like Gary Gilmore, or he appears that way. He's like cut loose. Actually, I think now he's a snitch, that's why, okay? But that's part of it. Even though he's the coolest kid. I love that kid. He was so fucking nice. Damn, man, his certain thing is nice. Maybe it's like fucking weird. Because I think that shit was set up. He was really cool, too, though. There's probably some bad shit. He's on his good behavior a certain way. Damn, so they're fucking with us. He didn't want to at first. In other ways, he'd always be the delinquent, like, no consequences in his thing. And he said, I'm not, at first. And I pushed a little bit, and he said, yeah, okay. And it was a calculating thing. It was weird. Like, it always stuck with me. Because I fucking know this shit. I remember this shit. So that's what that was, a motherfucker. Like, he's like fucking, supposed to be doing shit with me, going, tending to me. But then, yeah, okay, it's good. It's supposed to be a little delinquent with me, so we can go do that, right? And then they get it. And then they say, there was a break-in somewhere. He said he had to go to the police station, do a full count of our day. We went everywhere. We went to SIU. We went around the lake, and we went and hung out with people in a gym and talked to them for a long time. A little gym, like a gym that's at the bottom of an apartment complex near the lake, near the SIU lake, the campus lake. We had a good time. We went all around. But they were lying though. Like it's really like they needed to do a thing. Go ahead and escalate it, because otherwise it's going to be missing school. Someone's going to do something with something, and even not just the negatives. Like to close it down, so they can't fuck with me anymore. And like it's time to close it. And then my mom gets word, and I'm not supposed to hang out with him. She said no, he's really bad. So something just went ahead and closed it all down too, and put the alarm on it. And like it's closed. Dumpster's closed. Well, that's a joke. Dumpster's closed. They're behind a Hadassah thrift store. I used to throw good stuff away. But if they lock it up, you can't get it. All the good stuff, a dumpster load full every day. Or if they didn't, if they're not throwing the stuff away that day. So I knew this guy that would hang out there all day and get it. He'd be like, dumpster's closed. Damn, man, that's what that was. And so that got closed down. And it was weird. It was always weird how he didn't want to at first, and the way he ended up saying okay. And like it didn't fit the other shit at all. It didn't fit it. It didn't fit, man. It was, they're fake bullshit. He's not some lonely delinquent. He's with the fucking bullshit. Always. The adult gang and and it's not just like kids like left alone. It's like they're working, just like the shit they do down here. And then the whole shit they were doing with me in the locker room, trying to get me as tweaked as possible, like molesting and shit, like fucking get me fucked up. So I'd have to be like not going to school or flaking out or get just fucked up. Maybe they were trying to drive me up to Minneapolis to live with my dad. So they put me on. They gave me all the detention and shit. It was like psycho shit, and they broke all the rules. They're not supposed to do more detention than the amount of school you miss. So it's like if it's a 6-hour day or whatever, they can't give you more than 6 hours. But they did anyway. They give it double or triple. And it's like, and I ended up just not going. I ended up going to live with my dad up in Minneapolis. I called him, but on his end, I think they fucking work something. I think this shit connects, because I went up there. And my dad was like, God, man, it is, man, because it's too fucking weird. So I had to cry, go on, get on the phone with my dad. My mom just wasn't hearing anything. She's like, and she's alcoholic too. And, like the CIA lady got her drinking, like steady drinking, then she'll do her binge and like fucking keeps it. And to talk shit about me, I'm like a piece of shit. To say all this shit. And that already been like she had done the two dogs. One that like bit me, got me all fucked up. But damn, man, because she's got a scar on her face too. I had to keep, in Kung Fu. She's got a scar on her face like me, right? And okay, Kung Fu, in the TV show Kung Fu, he goes to talk. Oh man, it's some slave or something like that. And the slave's got a brand on him, and he's like, God, or some other guy, yes, he's on the road gang or something. He's got a brand or a prison gang brand, like so. And the guy says, to Kung Fu, says, I give you anything to get rid of this tattoo. And Kung Fu says, and I to keep mine. Fucking, she sucks. Yeah, man, that's the one thing. That I would not have wised up, man. That was good. She says, a car, like a little car crash, why do you bump into the thing? I was thinking she's going to be bumping into the fucking, like the visor or something. Like maybe, or something that, this flap that comes down or something, like a little cut or whatever. Okay, but yeah, so my dad, I go up to Minneapolis, and it's like, he's like living with these two people, roommates. One guy owns the building, he's a young guy, and he's an inventor, and he invented something, and he actually had a patent, and he makes some money. A little bit. At least that's what you hear. He invented the thing, like if people are gonna pee or if they pee or something like that. Some medical device. Like he invented that. Or developed it. Invented. Yeah, it was a patent. He makes some money, and he had a house. And he tried to pay the rent. God. And then the other lady that lived there, she knew all about Minneapolis. She took me on the buses and went all around. She was really cool. She was really cool and a little depressive because she's not real good looking. I'm trying to think of some singer or something that would look like her. Because she's sort of, she's probably, she might be like a little bit Hispanic or Native American or something with the dark hair. She was really cool, but she had a depressive thing, and she's not real good looking, so she has issues with that. But she was a nice person, and then you could see how that would get her like a certain life and a trajectory, and you'd be kind of depressed, even though she's nice, like a certain kind of sadness. But my dad had done a lease, and then they said it's okay if I come up and move up there, he said. And so when I got up there, so I had to put another person in there, and they're kind of okay with him breaking the lease and going off somewhere. And then the lady was nagging him about, what's he going to do with my life and stuff like that. And he was like, bitch. And he'd say, it hurts. He did this stupid, because this is the 70s, so it's like some kind of thing like you'd have like with your therapy and shit. And she's supposed to be nag, and he's supposed to go, and he goes, it hurts. Like she has to then stop. Like it's like your beanbag therapy. It's like kind of stupid actually. But I think there's something going on. Because my dad took me around to all these schools. He took me to public school and shit, and then he found this other school. There might have been one after another. And then it was a good school. And it's weird how my dad was like all gung-ho about it. And like he goes right up, and it's like as though he knows or he's on a tracker, and they told him. I think it's some shit, man. Because he was on sabbatical from Southern Illinois University, so he went up to the school up there, to Minneapolis, and they offered him to stay there. I guess they're going to give him a tenured professorship up there. Or put him on something. And he asked me if I'd stay there. Like I said, I didn't want to stay there. So I've been telling the kids that at school I don't want to. I'm not going to. I didn't want to break my word. Look like a dumbass. And it was also some fucked up shit. But I didn't want to be a junkie up in Minneapolis. I knew it was going to go like that. And then the wolf's it's coming in, man. And it was in the 80s. My God, if I went through the early 80s, that's the highest child murder rate in the country. But I would have been like Kurt Cobain or something. But it's weird he'd ask that, and then he didn't. And I guess it's $250 a month extra child support. But I don't think it's just that. I think there's some weird shit, and he fucking lies about it. Or he has to go back to Carbondale to get on their ass to make sure, because he's on the hook because he has $250 a month. Then when we go to college, it's like he has to pay all of our tuition until we're 25. That's just what it is. And they have it all work so they can turn it on or turn it off. Like, it's all their court system, all their whatever. And they like fed it to my mom. That's the thing. Her lawyer's really in on it. Like with all this shit. And it's fucking... I don't know, and I don't think it was. I think there's something going on up in Minneapolis with those guys. Kind of suspect like I had to be there because he'd say, like I should have stayed there, like he can't live there if I'm not there, and like because I would be fine to, like he could live there and I could maybe go up there or something, but like why do I have to commit like that? Like I'm gonna live up there. And he'd act like it, and he wouldn't explain it. He would never talk about it. And I think there was some shit going on with that university and the whole fucking thing and the whole fucking system, the whole fucking shit that kills us off down in Illinois. Would like have me like go and do this fucking douche, like, or was that fucking Minneapolis thing, all fucking great. Like always getting patted through school, like, oh, you got your grades and stuff, and you can go to your art school and you do your whatever it is, right? Like hunker down and do your stuff, your real science. There's that. And it just seemed kind of weird. Yeah, they were doing something, man. This shit all... Same motherfuckers that put him up there, too. Shit. And then we went to, when I got done with the 8th grade school, we went over, in June, we went to, New Mexico, Santa Fe, New Mexico. So they're starting all that, like starting the whole Santa Fe thing, buying up a property there and the whole fucking thing. So I went out there. God, that was so... I realized, like, when me and my wife were in Mexico, they just, like, walk around. They do all this shit with us, and it'll make it look like we're something. They can make everyone have to trail us or just work shit. And that's why they were doing shit. To get easy professors like that. He ended up going to Zimbabwe at the end. God damn, man. You're fucking with me. Doing all kinds of shit. There's not just one side, though. There's like multiple things, I think, even in Carbondale.